The vogue pick to challenge the Lakers in the Western Conference was New Orleans. After 5-5 start, it almost feels, even though they're 7 wins of the last 10, feels like they're underachieving a little bit. What's Byron Scott's biggest challenge?
Well, earlier in the week, I was in New Orleans, Mark, and Byron was talking about how frustrated he is with his team in terms of their effort. He had a great run in New Jersey. Effort wasn't a problem. He was an assistant coach with Sacramento. Effort wasn't a problem. But more than anything, the Hornets are playing in the toughest division, the Southwest Division, and every night they're going to be challenged. And this year, Jalen, you know, when higher expectations, it's easy to go from nothing to something, but to stay at that plateau and be a consistent team, that's difficult. That's what they're facing now.
And they had to relate to making changes. Going with Rasul Butler at the shooting guard instead of Morris Peterson, losing Pargo in an offseason, implementing James Posey, injuries to Peja Stojakovic and Tyson Chandler. It seems like a work in progress when you talk about this team, but ultimately they still have Chris Paul, and they're going to be right there when this race is decided. And they're a young team, which means they can sustain 82 games plus a playoff run.
Their bench is a big weak spot. Can they come on with their bench?
Yes, and it all depends on the big trade that they had with Antonio Daniels getting him over from Washington. They feel the backup point guard spot was a problem for them.
Well, staying in the Southwest Division, hey, the Dallas Mavericks, the team that Chris Paul put that triple-double on a couple of nights ago, making a deal. Sagana Diop of the Dallas Mavericks going to Charlotte in exchange for Matt Carroll and Ryan Hollins. What do you make of the deal?
Well, again, in Dallas, they've talked about how they've had issues at the two-guard spot. Maybe Matt Carroll can address some of those issues with shooting, because that's been a problem for them all year.